What is going on, fellow fans of Clash of Clans? Thank you guys so much for stopping by for, yes, the 6,000 trophy barrier has been broken for the very first time in Clash of Clans. Happened a few days ago, and it was none other than a player by the name of ML7KSA. And here he is on the leaderboards, 6,003 trophies. But the significant part about this is that he did it against a Lost Phoenix member. Yes, none other than Kazuyoshi was the player to be victimized by ML7 for the momentous attack that finally took a player over the 6,000 trophy mark for the very first time. Now his attack, a very solid 2-star and not your typical Vomit Valkyrie attack. We'll notice here that this is actually pretty calculated. The wall breakers open up this enclosure right here at the juncture to that enclosure for the archer tower as well. But that is not the only work that KSA is doing, or ML7, whatever you want to call him. Check out the top of the screen, the jump spell there as well. So 2 entries into this base, now 3 entries into this base. Not something you see very often with a mass Valkyrie attack. At the top, the clan castle, the giant, and the golem, a few more Valkyries up there, and a rage spell. Now at the bottom, you've got the king and the queen and a couple more Valkyries also providing funneling. And then down the middle, you're going to see the Grand Warden and the remainder of the Valkyries go in, because of the other 2 waves of troops have successfully funneled that 3rd wave in, so that they will head right towards the center. And you'll notice a very dangerous clan castle full of a balloon and minions, but they're going to be pretty ineffective against enraged Valkyries. Now they will take a few Valkyries down, but the Valkyries are going to get in there and completely clean out the core. Nothing is left in just a matter of seconds. That core is down, the town hall is down, and you'll notice that although ML7 is past the 2nd star for 50% damage, he is going to run this attack out a little bit further, knowing that this is going to be a momentous moment in the history of Clash of Clans. The first player to break the 6,000 trophy mark, and it happened against a Lost Phoenix player. So we've definitely had a lot of players in Lost Phoenix also pushing as high as they possibly can. Glider got relatively close, but congratulations again to ML7 for getting there first. Now, with the whole league reset thing, ML7 just barely made it, just with about a day and a half remaining in the season, got to 6,000 trophies. So will we see 7,000? Well, not at the current state of the game. It's just not going to be enough time in the league in order for a player to win 2,000 trophies before getting reset. Now, of course, you get those trophies forever as those legend trophies, but it still has to be tough being the #1 player in the world, the first to break 6,000, and then next thing you know, the league resets and you are the same as thousands and thousands of other players as the Legend League continues to grow in Clash of Clans. Now, I was told that he waited 18 hours for that last offer, 18 hours in the clouds for one solitary trophy offer, but being the top player in the world, you have to pretty much expect that is going to happen. Now down at 5,000, it looks like we're getting bases about every 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 15 or 20 in some cases, but there are definitely more bases down there. As we watch Torgus99 from Lost Phoenix with a very solid Valkyrie attack, we saw those Valkyries all go in one entryway in this donut or ring base instead of the last attack, but it is going to have an even more solid effect on this base because of the base design. You can see the golems, that's actually two full-size golems are still alive, doing well. They're going to go down there and actually blow up that wizard tower. Lots of archer towers concentrated down here at the bottom of this base, but you'll notice that we've got a couple of full health heroes, and they are not going to have a problem getting down here and finishing the 3-star on this base. So a very solid 3-star for Torgus, and we're still seeing some 3-star wins against this type of base with the Valkyries. It's funny, it goes one way or the other. The Ginger Snap base is not that different from this base that sometimes ends up with Ginger fails or Valkyrie fails, and here we're seeing Valkyrie wins. Obviously, we're hoping to see more of a diversity of attacks with the most recent balancing and the buff to the bowler, and also hopefully more updates coming that'll just help keep Clash of Clans expanding, because at some point for these Legend League players, there is a little bit of a lack of motivation to just continue pushing trophies endlessly on and on, over and over, season after season. Now, hopefully we'll see Clan Wars expand, but also just thinking long-term in Clash of Clans, it would be nice to see something change up here for Legend League players. Now, it wasn't a big deal when we had a few hundred Legend League players, then maybe there were a few thousand, but before you know it, there are going to be tens of thousands of Legend League players every season, and as more and more players hit 5,000, I feel like there will be a little more urgency to the Clash development team to add something to the game to help keep these high-level players motivated, to keep them pushing on. And unfortunately, I don't know exactly what that is. I'm kind of hoping that you guys would share your ideas down below in the comments and let me know what you think needs to be added to trophy pushing in that aspect of the game. Obviously, a lot of people still farming with Town Hall 11 and the war changes, making people more and more excited about wars. But what about trophy hunting? I'm just curious what you guys think. So this right here was actually an attack that I did live. I was live streaming when I found this base, and it just turned out to be such an epic outcome. I never expected to 3-star a base like this, especially that was just about maxed out. Not completely, and obviously the walls weren't, but it was still a big surprise for me to grab the 3-star in multiplayer in front of a big audience. And it was a thrill, but also at the same time, it does seem like maybe the motivation for new walls could be here, in that these Valkyries are still pretty powerful. If you added another level to the walls, that could certainly change things around. I even like the idea of adding a limited number of reinforced walls. You don't necessarily have to make all level 12 walls. What if you were just to add a certain number, say 25, 50, 100 maybe at the most at Town Hall 11, walls that could be reinforced, that could have something added to them to make them stronger, to make them harder to defeat or go over. I don't know, it's just a thought. It just seems like that would be something cool that would kind of mix things up, and it would also maybe slow down this giant wave of Valkyries that we are seeing sweep Clash of Clans right now. And here it is, wrapping up another 3-star attack with mass Valkyries. And I have to say, this right here was one of the highlights of my live streaming days. Just a 3-star while there are so many people watching was a lot of fun. I know it happened in War a few weeks back as well, but the Valkyries making it all possible even for noobs like me. So another 3-star win and another video down. Congratulations again to ML7 for 6,000 trophies. And check this one out. At the time of recording this video, there was a player at 5,999 trophies with only a few hours left in the season. Did he get there? Do we see a second player to break the magical 6,000 barrier? Will we have more players break 6,000 trophies? No doubt we will. And thank you guys so much for spending a few minutes of your day with me. I appreciate every last one of you, and I hope to see you all back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, you don't sound so well, man. Are you a bit under the weather?